You done?
Chad, you need some water?
I think so. I would take it.
We got one.
Coach, if you would, some thoughts, comments, and then we'll take some questions.
Obviously, a great back and forth ball game. Kind of not the way we wanted to draw it up with so much back and forth. Depth was obviously on their side, but our guys really battled through it. Kind of like them, we had some guys cramping up and things, and just tough to run that many snaps. Back and forth and big plays, and it's just difficult. But very proud of our guys here and guys in the locker room that stepped up and competed. And wasn't always going smooth, and our guys have, we've had a lot of stuff kind of go smooth for us towards the end of the season, and so it's a big challenge tonight, and didn't panic and just tried to execute and keep competing. So they did a great job.
Question?
Chad, did you anticipate a shootout? Did you think this could get into a shootout?
I mean, it's always possible. Of course, we know how good their offense was. I mean, they've averaged 60 for a year. Again, I don't know if anybody's checked that, but I don't know that anybody's ever averaged 60 points for a season, certainly not many. Obviously we'd like to say, hey, we wanted to limit that, but give them credit and give our guys credit. So we knew we'd have to score on offense, to help our team out, but, never really know how it's going to unfold. Just try and adjust and play with it.
Coach, what did you learn about your team tonight? What did they show you in terms of getting pushed by somebody and just going down to the wire and finding a way to win?
I think a lot of times, between the last 2 years, a lot of people, if you see some final scores, I think maybe there's the perception of things of just, man, I hadn't played a close game ever. And Catholic and Zachary were very similar at halftime. They didn't quite last that intense the whole way, but last year, our last 3 games were really tight right there late in the third quarter, early fourth quarter. And the thing that I would say I didn't learn, because I thought we already knew it, was our guys, they don't panic. I think they're confident in themselves and just trust that if they keep playing, good things will happen for them.
Coach, as far as their scheming their offense, did it, and what y'all had to do against them, did it go differently than you thought during the week? Or
we didn't want to give up that many points for sure. But again, those guys do a great job. Shane is one of the best coaches out there. They've got some really good players. The quarterback, of course, starts it. But the receivers are outstanding. They got a great balanced running game. So again, not the way we had hoped for, but give a lot of credit to them, and certainly had respect for their ability going into the game.
John, if you could put the microphone in front of you, being a game where you threw from free throw, you wanted the other guys to score again. I know you're not playing directly against them, but what was it like to be in a shootout like that?
It's always fun. Caleb's a great guy. I've known him for a while. I used to play basketball in middle school and, played 7-on-7 during the summer and stuff. But he's a really good player, and I think we all enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun. I know that.
Christian and Byron, just talk about going into the week, going against that offense, and how difficult y'all thought it was going to be to try to be able to contain.
Going into the week, we knew that it was going to be the best offense that we were going to face all year, the most complete offense, not just a good running back, not just a good quarterback, not just good receivers, but their whole team was going to come together and, give us a run for our money. Like Coach said, we weren't expecting to give up, that much points, but we did, and we had to stick together throughout the whole entire game, and we came out with the win.
What was the question again? What's the question? I forgot already.
Just kind of talk about going into the game plan this weekend and how y'all talk about how y'all want to try to contain that offense.
Their offense is, they've been scoring at least 50, 60 points a game. But we knew, they're really a complete team. They had real good receivers, real good running back. We just know we had to prepare well to be able to stop them.
Mike, you've had an amazing career. How does this feel to end your career with a win like this?
It's great. Like Chris said, we're brothers. We've been playing with each other since 8th grade. AAU basketball, joking in class, hanging out on the weekends. So we're brothers. The chemistry here is great. To end a season like this with my brothers is awesome. That's all I can ask for.
You had a bunch of carries in this game, and it seemed like you got winded a couple times, but you just didn't want to come out. Where did that just kind of drive come from?
Like I said, they're my brothers. I'll give my all, I'll play it all. My last game together, I'm not coming out. I'm giving my all. O-line executed, great play calling. Hats off to God. We wouldn't be here without him. So that's it.
Chad, they had 2 opportunities to tie the game on 2-point conversions, but y'all sniffed them out both times. I mean, how critical was that? I mean, obviously that was probably the difference in the game ultimately.
You know, I think one thing that we try to preach to our guys, and you know, it's 40-0 at half, that maybe tune you out a little bit, but you never know when those key moments are going to happen. And I think Brighton had one of them early with a blocked extra point. Then we missed one that kind of offset that. So those plays are critical, you know, and you're working on those things at times. And guys, I think, you know, maybe don't understand until it's too late sometimes that, hey, you got to get back out and play the next play. With the 2-point conversions or extra points, the thing that specifically challenged defensively is obviously they just scored. So you can't get head down and, you know, you got to gear up and go. And those are big stops for us. And had some tough plays to try and stop, you know, some creative play calling, and our guys, you know, were able to get it done. That was big.
Can you talk about the play of your offensive secondary tonight? I mean, with a high-scoring game like this, maybe it gets overlooked with passes broken up, interceptions,
Sure.
And how that contributed tonight.
You know, we've got some really good cover guys, and you know, I think Coach Martin and our defensive staff, you know, wanted to try and play tough coverage on them, understanding that, hey, they may make some plays, you know, and they did, but we wanted to challenge them. I think if you sit back and just give them easy underneath stuff, they just eat you up, you know. And so they made some, but our guys, I mean, it's hard being out on that island, and that ball is 30, 40 yards down the field. You got to react to everything, cover, do it when you're tired, do it over. I have no idea how many snaps they had, but and that's very difficult, but proud of our secondary.
Coach, when the game's going on, do you ever just stop during and realize and think, man, this is a game people will be talking about for a long time, kind of a game?
Maybe now, not during. Just trying to figure out what can we do if we got to get another score, another first down. You know, try and keep your head in the game. But obviously, I mean, you can kind of sense it's just one of those games that the way it was going, we had to keep competing on both sides. And you know, late play was probably going to save the game or win it.
Coach, you talk about from last year, y'all won in convincing fashion against Divsion Sound, and then everybody knew y'all had a special team coming back. How were you able to keep the team humble and level-headed throughout the season, not let ego get above the team?
You know, these guys would probably have some interesting comments about me off the record. Maybe on the record, we'll see. I would say I challenge these guys pretty religiously. So I don't think they would ever feel that I would do anything other than try and keep them humble. But really, to me, the thing that I credit these guys, and starts with our seniors, really filters throughout our team. The closeness of the senior class, to me, is what I thought was really special. Obviously, there's higher profile guys and lower profile guys that are going to get a chance to continue playing. Some guys just played their last game. But I felt that group's closeness to each other, and not just this group was close and that group was, you know, all of them having respect for each other. I think they bought into that and saying, hey, let's do well for each other, let's play our best, and let's try and do something that's never been done in the history of the school. And I think that they wanted to do that.
Coach, in a recent article, a lot of your peers kind of put this team as far as maybe the best in the modern era, at least in the Baton Rouge area. What about you? Where do you can you put a tag on this as far as historical perspective, is where this team ranks, you know, in Louisiana football history?
I really sent a lovely text to the 3 coaches commenting in the paper, thanking them for comparing us to the 85 Bears and stuff before we played a championship game. I really appreciated that. You know, I don't know, doesn't matter really. You know, I just know that that they've been outstanding. They've been very consistent. To play some of the people that we played the last couple of years and to come out of that with no losses says a lot about them.
For any of the players, would you like to comment on that as far as all the national recognition you got and kind of where you guys feel like you fit in this whole thing?
I'll take it. We try not to, you know, get into that social media and all that hype. We try to keep our head level, keep our composure. Like Coach was saying, we're really humble. He stays on us. So we don't get the big head. As you can see, we're really humble, so we don't really get into all of that.
Coach, 27 carries for Mike tonight. I mean, what do you think it means? He obviously looked tired at certain points in the game, but he continued to fight through. What do you think that says about his attitude, and what does he kind of meant to this team?
You know, as a coach, consider myself very blessed. Been here 9 years at U High. For the first 5, I had Nick Brissett, who I know was back here earlier, tremendous player. And then for the last 4, I've had Mike right there starting. So that makes a good coach out of you, having 2 backs like that for 9 years. You know, Mike has, you know, of course, came on the scene early and did a lot of things, a young guy, but I think always motivated to improve. I think really learned, you know, to really use his vision to help him use the power that he has. I think he was always great, make you miss, and could do those things, but to understand the power that he's got. I mean, you saw him tonight just refusing to be tackled, and that's just, not everybody can do that, and that's what makes him special. And great teammate, kids love him, and you know, it doesn't always happen that way, but blessed to have him.
Brighton, can you follow up on that last question?
Yeah, you know, like you were saying, and like Mike was saying, you know, of course, you know, there's social media. You know, we see our name over and over again in social media, especially when it comes to high school football. And we go out every day to practice and just make each other better, because we know that we're good. And it's not from a cocky standpoint. It's not from any standpoint like that. It's just from our mind frame. And knowing that we're good, we go out and we have to make each other better every single day so we can be better than we were yesterday. And us doing that got us here today.
Any other questions?
You could have bring yourself to dye your hair blonde like the other guy.
So I was actually blonde-headed from 8th grade to sophomore year. I'll never go back. So I started it. They just followed me.
How did this come about? I saw
Hey.
how did it start?
Craziness.
Teenagers make bad decisions sometimes.
Hey.
Don't tell them about the Mohawks.
Oh boy. You want to talk
That
about
was
that?
bad.
I don't know, Christian said something like I hated the Mohawks. I don't know. I mean, y'all's Mohawk. I didn't want y'all cutting people's hair
Oh
right
yeah.
before the game.
We wasn't
That's
cutting people's
not
hair.
the issue. The issue,
yeah, that
the
was pretty
Mohawk
bad.
is not a problem. Cutting people's hair.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
barbershop.
we had a
in the
barbershop
locker
in the
room.
locker room, and
That didn't go over well.
Coach Maffey walked in on us, and it.
My heart dropped when I saw him walk in, because I knew it was
Had
about to go
clippers and
down.
everything.
Coach, guys, thank y'all. We'll get done with the team.